Most pathetic person in the world is someone who has sight but no vision. Helen Keller said that. And of course, she would know, right? My name is Brian McIntosh and you're in the Daily Dose. And what does that mean really for someone to have vision? You know, I work in an industry where people talk all the time about you need to have vision, you've got to have vision, you know. And Brian Tracy, one of the world's most foremost coaches and trainers and leaders on personal development and goal setting and goal achieving, teaches that you must have clarity of vision. So what is this mystical, magical thing called vision that we as all leaders are supposed to have? What is that? Here's what vision is. Vision is the ability to see that which has not come to fruition yet. Pretty plain and simple, right? Let's do an exercise with me. Imagine that you are sitting right where you're sitting right now. Wherever it is you are, whatever it is you're doing, whether you're driving in the car, gosh, I hope you're not watching a video while you're driving in the car, right? But whether you're driving in the car listening to this, right, or you're sitting at your desk, you're sitting at your work computer, whatever it is you're doing, and let's say that you close your eyes for 5 seconds. And when you open your eyes again, you're still sitting exactly where you're sitting right now. Everything around you remains the same. Except 5 years has passed. And during that 5 years, everything you thought about, everything you dreamed about, everything you ever wanted has come true. When you close your eyes for those 5 seconds and then open them, what will you see? What will your life look like? Where will you be living? Who will you be living with? Who will you be surrounded by? Who will you no longer be surrounded by? What kind of income will you have? What will you do for a living? How will you spend your day? How will you spend time with your children? What will you drive? What kind of house would you own? Would it have a pool? In what part of the country would it be? You know, how much time would you spend in worship or in prayer or in meditation or with exercise? What would your physical state be? What would your body look like? What would your hair look like? If everything you wanted to come true in your life came true in the next 5 seconds, if you closed your eyes and opened them 5 seconds later and 5 years had passed and everything you wanted to see come to fruition in your life had come to fruition, what would it look like? You see, if you can't answer that question like that, then you're lacking vision. But not from the ethereal sense like you're the kind of person that lacks vision. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that you don't have a clarity of vision for your future. You need to have clarity. You need to understand exactly what it is you want, because when you can see it in your mind, that's when you have the vision for what it is. Now, here's why this is important. Chances are, wherever you live, there's a convenience store of some kind or a gas station of some kind within a mile or two, right? And if I asked you to walk from here to that gas station, you would probably say, no problem, I got it, right? Because you could look out and you could see, okay, that's the end of my street, and then I take a right, and then if I look all the way down, there's that traffic light where I take a left, and then if I look all the way down, there's the Jack in the Box on the right, the gas station's across the street, no big deal, right? You could start hoofing it and walk right down there. But what if I said I want you to walk to that gas station looking at nothing but your feet? You cannot look up. All you can look at is your feet, and you can't even look at what's in front of your feet, just your feet. You see, how much more difficult would it be? And then what if I said, not only can you just look at your feet, but I'm going to tell you to walk to a gas station you've never been to and you have no idea where it is. I'm going to say, hey, I want you to walk to the gas station on 6th and Broadway just looking at your feet. And some of you would say, well, Brian, that would be impossible. I would trip over curbs. I'd walk out in front of cars. I'd probably make wrong turns. I'd probably go the wrong direction. I need to be able to look out and see where I'm going. But see, that's how so many people drift through their lives. They have some random obscure goal, like I want to be fit, or I want to make more money. But they don't have that goal defined, and they don't have a mental picture of it in their mind, and so they can't see it to move towards it. So instead, they just wake up every morning staring at their feet, just taking one step at a time, and not really in any specific direction, because all they can see is their own feet. You see, vision is the ability to lift your eyes and look out in front of you to what you have envisioned in your mind as your ideal future. That's vision. And when you get vision, just like walking to the convenience store, suddenly it will become easy. It will become simple. People will say, oh my gosh, how did you make such drastic transformations in your life? And you go, I don't know, it really wasn't all that hard. Because you see, the reason why it seems so difficult is because you can't see where you're going. The reason you can't see where you're going is because you haven't formulated a clear mental picture of it, and you're not holding that picture off in the distance and moving towards it with every step you take. Instead, so many of us are just staring at our feet and taking one step at a time in any direction that we happen to be going at the moment. So I would suggest that if you don't have a crystal clear mental picture of what your life would look like when all of your dreams have come true, then sit down and write that out. Write it out and then imagine it. Build the picture in your mind. By the way, don't worry about how you're going to get there. Your subconscious mind will figure that out for you. It will take every step you need to take to get you there. Your subconscious mind is like a GPS, man. It follows orders like nothing you've ever had, right? Subconscious mind is the most powerful supercomputer on the planet. All you need to know is where you're going. The subconscious mind will show you how to get there. So form your clear mental picture and establish your vision for your future. And when you open your eyes 5 years from now, you just might be there.